I feel like I'm drowning in the waters. Somebody come and take me away. Hello, 1, 2, people, boom. How you doing? I know I got too much energy for you. It's alright. It's fine. Me, my unlaid edges, my undone brows, my makeup-free face. Greet thee. How you doing? How has your week been? Did you watch my last video? You did not. That's okay. You're a new subscriber. Oh my gosh. Well, let's get into the video. It is 2019 and mental health is finally getting the attention that it deserves, because let me tell you, so many of the physical illnesses have been researched and traced back to actually people struggling with mental health. So heart disease, diabetes, all these things have actually been associated with some level of not taking care of your mental health. And so today I would like to make this video because if you watched my last video, it was all about how I struggled with my mental health and depression, suicidal thoughts, all those depressing kind of stuff. And if you haven't watched it, then link will be down below. If you don't feel like watching that stuff, that's alright. Let's get this rolling. So the things that I'm about to talk about are things that you might not agree with, which is okay, because of course to each their own. But I would just like to say that I have gone through the struggles, and I am in the best place mentally that I can definitely say I've been for a very long time. Like for the last, I don't know, this year has just been awesome mentally, and I would like to thank God for that. So these are things that I practice, and I've noticed that every time that I am lacking in most of these things is the time that maybe I'm being is the time where my mental health is starting to. Is that how they do the wall? I don't know. But I've noticed that the times that I'm struggling with something or I'm struggling mentally is times when I'm not applying most of this, because most of the stuff that I'm going to talk about are the stuff that will bring you back to just harmonize your life, just, you know, live your best life. Whether your definition of dancing it out is Grey's Anatomy, losing it up like Christina Yang, don't know what that is, it's alright, but you should definitely watch Grey's Anatomy because it's my favorite TV show. Dancing it out can also be a pure Baptist. Yes, Lord! Hallelujah! Whatever it means to you, I will make my morning routine probably in a couple weeks, and you guys will see that this is something I do on a daily basis. Like I wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is could probably go to the washroom, but then a part of my morning routine is just dancing, like just dancing. Now I'm pretty intentional. I dance to praise music in the morning, actually most of my day, but like to praise music in the morning because that makes me feel good. I'm giving the thanks where it's due. I'm just, you know, living my best life and just preparing for an awesome day. So whether you do it at the end of the day or you do it in the beginning of the day or at the middle of the day, you can just go. You in the office, that boss be that, just he be just getting you in the nerves. You go to the washroom and you break into some crazy dance. It works. Trust me. I don't know. It works for me. So like if it doesn't work for you, that's alright. But like it works for me. There is so much that it includes. It includes music that you listen to, it includes the people that surround you, it includes just, you know, maybe things you watch on a daily basis. It's very important because let me tell you, if you're already, for example, if you're already struggling and like you're overwhelmed and stressed and stuff, and like all you listen to is sad music, don't get me twisted, I love my sad music. Like play me Chasing Cars, play me Fix You, I would love it any day. But the thing is, if you're already struggling with your mental health and you listen to sad music, or if you're already going, I know when a lot of people are going through their breakups, you want to listen to you want to listen to a breakup playlist, like trust me, you're doing more harm than good, because it's like you're intensifying what is already there. It's all good. It's all good to express how you feel. Like you can cry it out. You can do whatever you want. But when all is said and done, listen to some inspiring music. Listen to some good music that will, you know, give you good vibes, that will keep you chill. I like to listen to my Christian music all the time. I got my KB on my playlist. I got my hip hop music because, you know, your girl's too hyper. I got my dance music, pop pop music, rock music. I listen to all kinds of genres, so I don't have a specific particular genre that I listen to, but I try to listen to music that keeps me chill. And when I'm just not in the mood to just turn it up and I just want like some quiet mellow music, my favorite thing to play is just worship music. I just play my worship music all the time, and even if I don't feel like praying, I don't feel like doing whatever, it just puts this atmosphere that is just peaceful and just helps you like just deal with everything, think clearly. Like it just really helps. And of course, listening to the right podcast. Sometimes podcasts are really a big thing right now. Actually, we might be hearing from yours truly very soon. We don't know, but podcasts are really a great hope. There are so many. I will make a whole video about the podcasts I listen to best and that just keep me going and just keep me like in a good mood and whatever. They can really help to just keep you in the right mindset and stuff. This literally saved my life. If you watch my last video, then you know. I literally, there was a time in my life when all I could do was read that Psalms, and it saved my life, child. It saved my life because it's the only thing that kept fighting all the bad thoughts that I was having. Like when I was thinking of just all these suicidal thoughts, all these just, the only way that I've ever known and that has helped me has been reading the Bible. When I read it and I read it, I believe it, and it has become a part of me in such a way that when all these wrong thoughts become in my head, like, you're never gonna make it, you're never gonna do this, you're never gonna do this, there's too much to do, you're to this, you're to this, I'm like, listen, but here's what the word says. And just like that, it really helps keep your mind in the right space. Because let me tell you, 90% of your battles are not in your life, are not with that person that you think is hating on you. It's not with that, parent who dropped you. It's not with like, friends that betrayed you. The battle is really in your mind. If you can overcome it in your mind and just get over it in your brain, like, your life is going to get back on track, and just you can live your best mental life. Make it a daily habit. I read mine every single day. I try to, of course, there are days that I fall off, but like, make it a daily habit. It will change your life, I promise you. I'll be honest and say that for the last couple months, for the last couple months, I haven't done it as much just because I was way too busy. Not that I'm proud of being too busy. I hate using the word busy because it just doesn't sit right with me, but I barely had time for it. But it has been a monumental thing for years. I started keeping a journal when I was 16, I think. And it is amazing sometimes, not just when you keep track of things, but also when you go back and read your old journal, you're like, I was this person. Who that? Who wrote that? I'm not that person. And so there is nothing that makes you see your growth, see God's goodness, like nothing. There's that picture the with the words of like, remember the things that you prayed for that you have now. Nothing makes me realize that like going back to my journal and be like, oh my gosh, I used to pray for this so much, and like I'm living it right now. And so there's just a beautiful sense of like going back, which, pray for your girl. I also need to get back to this habit myself. I really haven't been doing my best just because with the evening program, it's a little harder. It's literally shifted my whole life. So getting back to some of my old habits has been a little hard. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Let the redeemed. Okay, I'm going to stop singing or doing whatever it is I was doing. I make no apologies for my madness. Can't talk. I make no apologies for my madness. What I mean by that is that you may feel thankful, or maybe you don't feel thankful, but you know that being thankful is the right attitude to have in life. Like, have a thankful attitude. Like, be thankful and say so. And even when you don't feel like it, you can wake up in the morning and say, God, thank you for the life that I live. Thank you for the, even if you're like at the worst place of your life and like, you know what, I would rather not be alive right now. Just still say it. Like, Maybe your job is not your best job, but like, I am thankful that I have this job. And if you want to quit, be like, you know what, I am thankful that you're giving me the strength to quit. If you don't like a job, quit it and find another one. Just be smart about it. But like, whatever that you have in your life, if you have a relationship with God, if you have a good family, if you have good friends, you've woken up, you have clean water, you have no idea how grateful you should be. You have a place to live, you have no idea how grateful you should be. You can eat 3 square meals, or maybe 5 or 6 for some of us. I'm just kidding. I don't eat 6 meals. If I could, I would, but like, my schedule doesn't allow me to. It releases power from yourself to actually function better. Because when your attitude is like complaining about your life and you just the next thing you know, if all you say is like, this is not working, like, why is my life like this? I hate my life, blah 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 blah, and you keep saying it, sweetie, it's gonna get worse. That's all I can promise you. You may say, well, I've been saying the right things and it's still not happening. You are a better chance of things happening than a person that is actually at the same state with you and they keep complaining about it. You are at a better chance of getting like through it than a person that is complaining about it. So be thankful about your situation, even if it's not the best situation that you could be in. My favorite. Stay out of mind your business. Stay out of mind, mind your business. Mind your business. And stay out of mine. Stay out of theirs. Stay out of aunties. Stay out of sisters. Stay out of, like, just mind your business. Put your mind where your business is. The amount of energy that we as human beings spend minding people's business is absolutely ridiculous. Like, what people think about you is, first of all, none of your business. That's what the good word says. That's what I'm running with. What I mean by this is that even if it's that celebrity online, stop getting into people's business. Stop commenting what you think their life should be. Stop minding how people are living their life. Why don't you just live your best life? Because let me tell you, when I was going through it and like I was just at a bad place and I didn't like my life, one of the things that I did was I didn't shut down my social media accounts. What I did do though, I literally unfollowed everyone on Twitter, which I unfollowed at least half the people, then half the people I kept. Anything and everything that was just in Twitter, if anything was not bringing for me the right energy, which is to date, I filter everything in my life. If you're not giving me the best vibes, honey, there's already enough situations I can't control. I can't control who I'll sit next to in the bus because your girl does not have a car. And even if I did, I can't control traffic. I can't control what mood my lecturer is gonna come in with. You know what I can control? Who's on my Twitter feed. You know what I can control? Who's on my Instagram feed. In the beginning of 2018, I literally unfollowed everyone in my Instagram. I know some people who are still mad. Like, I still meet some people who are still complaining about this, which I didn't know it was that deep. Like, social media is not that deep. If you're still mad at me because I unfollowed you in 2018, sweetie, I have no words. But like, I was such a bad place in my own personal life that even though I knew that everyone has their own race, it kind of hurt me to see people that, people that I know or people that I love, people that I care about, people that I pray for, just people that I literally care for, that are living a life that maybe I would prefer to have. And I was vulnerable and strong enough to recognize that, you know what, this is hurting me. So there is no use of me looking at this and hurting myself. So what I'm gonna do is just unfollow everyone until I'm in a good place mentally to be able to look at their lives without feeling like my life is unfair or God is being unfair to me. And if you're in that place, maybe you're not at the best place, you don't like your body, then all you have to do is filter. There's a beautiful feature called mute now. Mute whatever you need to mute. If there's any business that your mind does not need to be on, shut it out of your life. Mind your business. Only allow things into your life that you can handle. I'm at a place right now where I can follow anyone and everyone I want because I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. One of the things that left me feeling drained for a very long time in my life is because I kept biting more than I could chew. There's only so much that your girl can do, and I kept not doing it in the way that I should have been doing it. And so because of that, I kept like getting overwhelmed. And so you need to know how much you can take. Like sometimes I'll be like, there was a time I was involved in 2 ministries at church. School, I had full-time school, and sometimes I'd get jobs done. And so there was a point that I would reach, I would just be like, I can breathe. I have this going on, And like all of that, it may all be good. And then I still have a family. I still want to have fun. I still want to watch my movies. And I still like want to be entertained. And I still want to sleep. And like, it was just so much going on. And I was like, what am I doing? And it has been a lesson over the years to always like reduce the number of things I'm doing. Like if I'm focusing on one thing right now, let me focus on that. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, it's okay. I also tried and I gave it my best at that particular point of time. But I've learned to not bite more than I can chew, and that just be in this miserable place where I'm pleasing everyone and I think I'm pleasing God, but like even God is just looking at me like, child, what you doing? What you doing taking all that? Did I tell you to do all that? Or are you doing some of it to make you feel good because, I'm doing this. And like, I'm sure people are like, feeling really good because I'm doing this for them. You can't give from an empty glass. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Has that sink in? Love yourself. Love yourself more than anybody. Drink your water, mind your business, get in your workout, eat healthy most of the time, and some good times eat junk, eat rubbish, because that's what it's all about. Balance. I hope you enjoyed this video, and most importantly, I hope that it helped in And most importantly, I hope that you were helped in some kind of way. It may be introduced a new way, or maybe you already knew all this, but you just, a reminder is always good. So yeah, these are my good 7 habits that have helped me keep my best mental life. You keep doing them and keep going at it. Leave a comment down below on what was your favorite method and what any type of video that you would like me to do. Deuces!